Overpriced shitbox cars on Facebook Marketplace. I just want to say I cannot believe part one got 1,000 views. I am absolutely blown away. Thank you guys so much for viewing the video. I thought it was funny how many people actually agreed with me, how stupid this Facebook Marketplace car pandemic is. So we're going to start right now on the very first car. You guys can probably see it on my screen. I got to say, we have a winner. A 2005 Chevy Tahoe for 10 grand. All right, where can I even start? This is insanity. This dude is asking $10,000. $10,000 for this piece of shit Tahoe. Now, I know what somebody's going to say. Ken, this Tahoe is so clean. It's just a really clean Tahoe. Nobody cares. The cleanliness of a vehicle does not make the price go up by 300%. So you're telling me right now if I go out and vacuum my car, so if I go out right now and vacuum, I have a 2004 Chevy Suburban. So you're telling me right now if I go vacuum it and spray it with Windex and give it a car wash, it's going to increase the value by 500%? This is ridiculous. This is so stupid. This is absolutely stupid. This car is not worth $10,000. How many miles does it have on it? There is no way I'm reading this correctly. There is no way I'm reading this correctly. This car has 332,000 miles and this jackass is asking 10,000 for it? You're joking. Okay, we got to dig into this description. We got to dig into this description. This is a 2005 Chevy Tahoe Z71. The truck was originally from North Carolina. Oh, here we go. Here we go. My truck. I love the descriptions on Facebook Marketplace that say my car is from a different state, so that automatically makes the value of the car increase by 300%. Oh, this ought to be good. Oil undercoated with wool wax. Fluid film and Carwell every year. Wow, that's so awesome. I do that to mine and it only costs $200. Super clean truck. It is oily and greasy everywhere underneath. Truck has been swapped with a 6.0, cammed and tuned. Oh my god. So you basically had problems with your 5.3 because it has 332,000 miles. So you threw a 6.0 in it. And then you're the genius. I got to keep reading this. I got to keep going. This is ridiculous. A 6.0 swap and a cam and a tune. Wow. Quick and lots of torque. Every piece of this truck has been gone through and would not hesitate to drive it across the country. Runs excellent. Shifts great. I daily this truck 60,000 miles every day. Well, I hope you did a rebuild on that 4L60E because I'm sure the poor sucker that gets this is going to have to do a rebuild on it, especially with a 6.0 on it. Lots of work done to it. Read it below. Most done 1 year ago in this spring. And there's even more I'm probably forgetting. Clean title in hand. Only reason for selling is because I got a new truck. Fluids changed religiously. You will not find another truck this year this clean with this much stuff done to it in this area. You'll never find one this overpriced. 10K or best offer. No trade. Stupid offers will be ignored. Oh my god. I I just cannot believe the ignorance of these people. I cannot believe the ignorance of these people. Like, I like these trucks. I love these trucks. Like I said, I have a 2004 Chevy Suburban, and it's badass. It's got a 6-inch lift. It's got 35-inch tires. I've done differential swaps. I've done all kinds of stuff to my truck. I wouldn't sell mine for 10 grand. You know, I know what someone might say, well, you wasted all that money putting the money in mods. That's true. If you spend thousands and thousands of dollars modifying your vehicle, you have to realize that the value of the vehicle is not going to increase by 400, 500%. That's insane. Like, I've spent thousands on my Suburban. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on it. And I know if I ever wanted to sell the truck, I know I'm not going to get it back. I know I'm not going to get the truck, that money back that I put in the truck. I'm just going to keep it and keep sinking money into it because I know I'm not going to get the money back. So let's continue. 330,000 on the body. Great. 150,000 on the motor. 175 on the transmission. So you're telling me you put a newish 6.0 motor on a transmission that originally most likely had a 5.3 on it, and you're like, this is a solid truck? Well, I guarantee you this transmission is on its way out. 6.0 from an express van. Ooh, a stage 1 cam. Wow, how impressive. So you bought a cam off of eBay. LS6 Beehive valve springs. New Melling timing chain. M295 oil pump. GM rockers with BTR V1 upgrade. I don't even know. Oh my god. Billet spacers for truck intake. Billet spacers? So what this dude's saying is he did a manifold spacer. They sell manifold spacers to raise the length of the manifold up. Oh, this is promising. So the guy spent all this money just to throw a stage 1 truck cam in it. If you're going to put a cam in the truck and you're going to do all this work, you might as well put a stage 3 cam in it if you're going to do all this. Injectors. Tuned on pump gas. Oh my god. Factory 5.3 LM7 exhaust manifolds. I just cannot believe the shit that I read. Oh my god, don't do anything to make this truck more reliable or better. Just keep throwing shitty fucking parts on it to make it worse. I'm not going to go through this whole description. If you want to go through this whole description and read what this jackass has done to this truck, you can. If you're going to, and this is from somebody that knows about these trucks, if you're going to put a 6.0 on the factory 4L60 transmission, you can do a Corvette servo. You can do a 40K transcooler. You can do braided transmission lines. Like, you shouldn't be focused on, let's throw a bunch of power on this overweight and heavy 4L60E transmission. Let's not do anything for that. Let's just make this truck an even more big a piece of shit so the transmission's going to blow up the first time you ever push on the gas. Oh my god. I cannot believe what I'm reading. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. If you want to read the description, I showed it. Let's look at this dude. $20,000 for a Dodge Ram 1500 regular cab. Oh my god. Yes, you're that guy that probably had this truck sitting in your field and it was a rust bucket and you're like, how can I scam somebody out of more money for this piece of junk truck? Oh, well, let's just put a turbo on this piece of crap and all right, let's see why this idiot thinks this is worth $20,000. My loss. You already know when you read a description. You already know when the description says this on Facebook Marketplace and you're looking at vehicles. You already know you're getting a fucking lemon when this says, my loss, your gain. I've lost interest in it and maybe someone else can take it the rest of the way. I have a clean title and frame is immaculate. It sits on my lift in a garage, willing to part out the powertrain or just sell as a roller. Will trade for another streetcar or truck or part out for cash. So you're selling this truck as a race truck, but then you're willing to part out with it. Yeah, that's really promising. Yeah, wow. I'm gonna jump right on that. If obviously if you have 20,000 and you don't want to get something like a running and driving Corvette, or you don't want to get like a GTO, or you don't want to get like a classic muscle car. If you just want to burn 20,000 on something that apparently doesn't run that well and this jackass is trying to part it out, there you go, 20,000. You got 20,000 to burn, go for it. Let's not buy this custom Buick Skylark, this classic muscle car for $10,000. Let's spend 20,000 on the junk truck that you can't drive on the street. Yeah, real exciting. All right, let's continue looking. What? What is this? Wait, is this really a 2024 Ford Crown Vic? Do they, hold on, I gotta look this up really fast. Do they even still make Crown Vics? Hold on. I just gotta look this up. I gotta look this up. 2024 Ford Crown Vic. Is there really such a thing? No! There's not such a thing as a 2024 Crown Vic. So, first off, I just gotta say, I like these cars. The Mercury Marquise, the Lincoln Town Car. I actually do. I like these cars. I think it's called I don't know a ton about them, but I know that they're pretty good. I think this is called the Panther platform, and it has the 4.6 2-valve. These are pretty sweet, but the price that people ask for these is stupid. So first off, the guy can't even write a description because he's asking, we'll just say 10,000. This dude is asking 10,000 for this. It's clean. It's clean. I'll give you that. It's a clean, it looks like a Cadillac DeVille. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, like the old Cadillac DeVilles with the digital dials. Well, how many miles does it have? 93,000, it looks like it says. 93,000. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. This is clean. But this is not worth 10 grand. First off, you can't even write a title. You put 2024 Ford Crown Vic when there's... Oh, and then he says, obviously not a 2024. Then why did you put it in the title? You don't even have to put the year in the title. I don't understand this. I recently acquired this remarkable 1998 classic Ford Crown Vic. Oh, apparently this is a classic? Oh, I see what this guy did. At a classic car auction. So this motherfucker paid like $2,000 or $3,000 for it at a classic car auction, because let's be honest here. You're going to a classic car auction, I highly doubt you're like, all right, guys, when the Ford Crown Vic pops up, we don't want the 57 Vet. We don't, if that's a thing, I don't even know. We don't want the 60 Mustang. We want the 98 Crown Vic. Like, this is the jewel of all muscle cars. So we're just going to blow. I see what you did. This car is exceptionally clean, free of rust, and still has the scent of a new vehicle inside. Oh, fantastic. The vehicle is fully equipped. I skip through descriptions because I get so tired of reading people's bullshit. So if I do that and that bothers you, please let me know and I won't skip through their description. The vehicle is fully equipped, including dual power leather seats. Wow. My 88 BMW that I used to have had that. Fuel economy, 25 miles a gallon on my drive home. This car is sure to attract some interest quickly. Yeah, if you want to... First off, and I'm not being mean, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. When you bought these cars back in the day, you didn't buy these cars because they were awesome. You bought them because you were poor. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I knew bought these because they were poor. Same thing with the Chevy Tahoe. Like, you bought these because you were fucking broke and had no money. Not because this car is worth $50,000. I mean, oh my God, 10 grand for this? There's no way. You might get lucky and find somebody that pays that, like some guy that wants to make a cool YouTube channel off of this car and is wanting to blow 10 grand. But these cars used to sell running and driving in same condition for like 3 and 4 grand in Phoenix. You didn't buy these, like the Tahoe that we just looked at. You didn't buy these cars because you were rich. You bought these cars because you were broke and you needed something that's cheap to work on and cheap to fix. This shit's just crazy to me. That this imbecile went to a car auction, couldn't afford the price of the real muscle cars, so he spent $2,000 on this and bought this. I mean, it's stupid to me. I see one, but some people might disagree. This to me is fucking stupid. How this lemon, this is the absolute biggest piece of shit I think I've ever done on the channel. And this motherfucker's asking $2,500 for it. How? How is this worth $2,500? Look at that rust stain that looks like there was a crime scene that happened in this. And the person's blood dripped down the back of the car. Like, this is disgusting. This is like a $500 car. This is literally a $500 car. And this motherfucker's asking $2,500 for it. Oh my god, this description ought to be great. You can buy this junk piece of shit van that looks like it sat in a cornfield for 20 years. Let's see what this guy says. 1989 Dodge Caravan 2.5 Turbo with a 5-speed manual transmission. Wow, that's got to be reliable, and being a Dodge in an 89, yeah, that's got to be great. Van runs and drives very good, has AC, heat, and power steering. New parts installed this summer. Clutch, pressure plate, flywheel, control arms, inner and outer tie rods with boots. Van is on a spare right now. Wheel in the back has a leak from the valve, just needs a new valve. Well, it sounds like this car doesn't run and drive great because it has some issues with the tires. Rust areas over the rear wheel wells, back tailgate, and driver's rocker, but frame is in very good condition. I do have a rust-free tailgate I can include in the sale for $200. Box of spare parts is included. Oil pan, gasket, water pump, $2,500. Okay, yeah, so sounds like you're going to take this to the junkyard. You're trying to get everything you can out of it before it goes to the junkyard. Great.